Marta.
Bona tarda, Hansi, Marc Mauricio, de Barça Estudios. Avui últim partit abans de l'aturada, partit contra l'Alaves, que no ha perdut encara a casa seva aquesta temporada. Com arriba l'equip i com afronteu aquest partit? Gràcies.
No, we face it. We are very focused about that, but this match, because it's very important to go in the break also with a victory. So this is our goal for 3 points tomorrow. This is what we want.
Ara que ja és jugador del Barça, ja et podré preguntar obertament per Szczesny. Jo voldria saber com l'has vist en aquesta presa de contacte, si ens pots explicar una mica com s'ha gestat tota aquesta situació i sobretot entendre per què el club ha decidit buscar un porter ara i no, per exemple, esperar al mercat d'hivern, que tenim més opcions, diguem-ne. Merci.
I think he showed in the past, he just said, okay, I want to finish my career at the end of the last season, and I think he is in a good shape. So it's for us, with his experience, with his quality, to have him like this, I think it's for the club a really good option. And also when I spoke the first time with him, I was very impressed about that, because very normal, and also said, okay, I will be a part of the team. Whenever you need me, I will be there. So it's really good to have him with all his experience and also with his character. I think he will give the team a lot. And but unfortunately, he's not with us in Alavés. But I think he needs a little bit more time. So we have, after the break, I'm sure that he will be an option for us.
Després de l'última aturada, quan es va lesionar Fermín, vas dir que potser et podria retreure tu mateix el fet de no haver parlat amb el seleccionador, amb Luis de la Fuente, i haver protegit més el futbolista. Tenint en compte el desgast de partits que porta l'equip, que hi ha jugadors que estan al límit, aquest cop has parlat amb Luis de la Fuente o amb algun altre seleccionador per mirar de gestionar els minuts dels seus futbolistes? Gràcies.
No, this is not, because I think with Femin was a totally different situation, and now it's like it is. I always was on the opposite side, so I know how he feels also, and I think he knows also his responsibility to take care about all the players, to take care about the minutes they played. I'm sure we as our coach, I think it's good to have this data and everything, and I think he make it a good job, and he will do it also the next break.
Deia ara fa un moment que Szczesny, després de l'aturada de seleccions, creu que a partir de llavors, per tant, ja podrà jugar a la porteria del Barça, i si hi ha un pla específic, a part de nivell físic, si també a nivell mental, per a algú que havia decidit retirar-se fa 3 mesos. Gràcies.
No, I don't see that. I think it's also for him to play for Barca or to be a part of this team. It will be also very, very great. And so if you have any doubt, so I think he said no, but he said yes, and this is for us really good. And we will see what happens. We will see about what he's doing then in the training, because we have then a lot of time with him also to train, and so we see how he's doing, and we have time for that.
Siguiendo con Szczesny, recuerdo que hace unas semanas le preguntábamos por la posibilidad de fichar un portero y usted decía que sobre todo quería hablar con De la Fuente, con el preparador de porteros, porque es al final el que más sabe de esto. Mi pregunta es, ¿ha tenido más influencia Dela en el fichaje de Szczesny o Robert Lewandowski?
Dela. I answered Dela, not Robert, Dela.
¿Le sirvió de aprendizaje las rotaciones que realizó en Pamplona para valorar los cambios que se pueden hacer en este calendario y con la plantilla tan corta que tiene? Gracias.
You know, I said this before after the match. I think it was the right time to change something. But now we have 4 days between the matches, and after the last match against Bern, and I think we are 100%. So tomorrow, hopefully, it will be a totally different situation. So I'm looking forward for the match.
Jules Koundé ha sido llamado con su selección, Robert Lewandowski también, Lamine Yamal, jugadores que llevan mucha carga de minutos en su plantilla. ¿Le preocupa este parón de selecciones? Porque a la vuelta tienen el clásico, está el derbi contra el Español, hay partidos de Champions importantes. ¿Le preocupa esta carga de minutos con jugadores titulares suyos? Gracias.
Well, this is a situation I cannot change. So we will see what happens, and we'll see after the break. So we have to adapt that and make our decisions then. But I think every player normally who deserves the national team, it's a great honor for them, and they play for his country, and so it's like it is, and it shows also how good they are. This is the positive thing.
Después de la derrota en Pamplona, ¿qué importancia le da, teniendo en cuenta que hay parón de selecciones, el ganar mañana en Vitoria?
The last time was the same. So we won, and it was a good feeling to go in a break with 3 points more. It's the best situation you have, and on the other side, I don't want to think about the opposite. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking positive for the match of tomorrow, and I'm 100% sure that the team will give their best.
Se prevé, normalmente, Alavés juega muy parecido a Osasuna. Me gustaría saber qué tiene que hacer el Barça que no hizo en Pamplona para sacar mañana adelante el partido. Gracias.
We expect that there is from the beginning a high intensity match will be there, and also they play very aggressive. So it's for us important to make not so many mistakes we did in Pamplona. So it's for us really to control the ball, to control our ball possession. This is must be very good, and at the end. We also have to create chances and hopefully also to score goals.
¿Ha hablado personalmente con Lewandowski y Lamine Yamal por sus pequeños enfados del otro día en el momento de los cambios?
This is normal. I think every player normally wants to play 90 minutes, but it was the situation, and also after the result. It's possible to change something, and we as a coach or I make this decision, and they have to accept it, and they do it. It was after when he came out, and I think Lamine in the second half he said he had not so much balls and so like that. But it's a kind of his attitude, he likes to play, he likes to have the balls, and this is so he can show it tomorrow.
Li volia preguntar per Iñaki Peña, per com l'està veient, com està gestionant l'arribada d'un altre porter que no deixa de ser competència directa per ell, ara que està jugant aquests últims partits com a titular després de la lesió de Ter Stegen. Gràcies.
Nothing to mention at the moment. It's like we are happy to have Tech here in our team, so it's really also he can give also Iñaki a lot of from his experience and help him also like Della did. So for us it's good because so we have more options in the team, and this is what we want, and I'm very thankful that the club did this.
Which is the thing that you fear the most from Alaves? They are fighting for Europe, and while you come from Pamplona, in Mendizorroza, what do you fear the most?
I think also you have to accept, and you have also what to expect, and I think also what I said before, it will be very intense, and also the style to play. At the beginning, it must be not a surprise for us. So we have to focus from the first minutes and until the end. And I think it's when we do it good, without the mistakes we made in Pamplona, I think we are on the right way.